Hey everybody, Drew here for DNI here on YouTube, back with, well, for the first time this year, watch party for an NFL football game. As you see the thumbnail and the title, we got Bills, Dolphins in Buffalo, week 4. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, I know I'm a couple weeks late to the start of the NFL season, but I haven't been able to find the time or the energy to do one of these until now. And I was also debating on how I would do this working 40 hours a week. So ultimately, instead of doing Sunday night games like last year, I'm just going to do the first game of each week going forward. And it starts with the Bills and Dolphins. And Dolphins coming off of 70 points last season. So as we are still a few minutes away from kickoff, I'm just trying to find a proper scoreboard to show on the screen here. Currently, as long as this works, we should be fine. So in the meantime, I am going to share my screen at the moment here, so you guys can see that in real time as well. Okay, that's not a thing. I'm too small there. Yeah, I guess this is going to have to be the way it's going to have to be then, I suppose, at this point in time. So as it is, we are just sitting and waiting for the start of the game at this point. I believe the game should finally start after this commercial break here, but we'll see what happens. And I know what some people are going to say. I can see it coming from here. Drew, why are you wearing Cardinal stuff if you're watching the Bills and Dolphins? Because, first of all, I live in fucking Arizona. And I am looking forward to the Cardinals Niners game later on today, which I will be watching on my own. But I also don't really have any good. Well, I have a Bills T-shirt, but it's a little too tight to wear on stream as far as I'm concerned. And it's a Doug Flutie jersey, so it's not a modern thing anyway. And I don't have any Dolphins stuff, which I would rather be wearing to watch a Dolphins game. So my home team is what you get. So with that in mind, just watching the game with you guys as a Cardinals fan. And obviously, like I said before, always going to support my home team where I live, like I did when I was living in Minnesota. But as it is. Dolphins 3-0, Bills 2-1, Orchard Park, New York. Yep. Highmark Stadium. Home game for the Bills. Yeah, they're talking about a crucial catch here. That's nice. Looks like DeMar Hamlin is back with the Bills. That's good. Because we all remember what happened week 17 last year on that Monday night game, which was also the very same night that I found out that Uche Nwaneri had passed away too. That was a hell of a fucking night. And finally, we are kicking off here. Yeah, that seems like it ought to be fine. Yeah, I'd rather you guys see the score and you guys can hear me the entire time. So I'm just going to go with this one here. And there's a handoff to running back. I believe that's Cook, the younger brother of the Cook brothers. Jared Cook? I don't remember his first name. Pickup of a couple of yards. Oh, James Cook. Okay. Snap with a single back. Allen looking. Throws it to the running back for only a couple yards, which I think is all they needed for a first down. That was number 11. I'm not sure who that is. Single back deep. Allen hands it off and a couple yards. That was Murray, I think. Yep, that was Murray taking the handoff for the Bills. Cook is back in the backfield again. Single back next to Allen. 2nd and 8. Drops back to pass, complete to, I guess, the tight end. I'm not sure on the name, but that was a pickup of 7-8 yards. So 3rd and 1 now. Buffalo is driving down the field at this point. I missed that play. I was looking at the screen over here. They got a first down. So 1st and 10. Cook in the backfield with Allen. Guy in motion. and hand off to Cook, and he will pick up a yard, maybe two, on the run. Second down, and okay, he only picked up 1 yard. So 2nd and 9. Apparently James Cook was a second-round draft pick. All right. Cook deep in the backfield. Play action. He goes deep, and he's got Diggs for a first down. I might as well go this way, but that goes off screen, so fuck if I care at this point. But there is a flag on the play. Personal foul on the Dolphins. That was on number 4, who shoved Diggs once he was out of bounds already. Yeah, that would be a personal foul. Single back in the backfield, 1st and 10. Number 11 goes in motion. Allen back to pass. And that is a touchdown, Bills, to number 13, Davis. Gabe Davis with the touchdown reception for the Bills. And the Bills go up 6-0 with 10:41 left in the first. So we are in a commercial break here. And we're finally back from commercial for the kick. It is deep into the end zone, and they will take it out and get to right around the 23 or so. So they don't even get to the 25. And here's Tua, quarterback for the Dolphins, coming out this season over 1,000. It's 1,024 passing yards on the year so far, which I think is pretty good going into week 4. But then again, they just came off the game against the Broncos where they put up a shit ton of yards and scored 10 touchdowns as a team. So putting up 70 points on them. Tua alone in the backfield, gets it out quick to a tight end, I think, number 81, for a pickup of 6 yards, maybe 7. It's 3rd and 3, so 7 yards it says on the screen there. So 2nd and 2 to in the backfield with his running back, off center, fake handoff, another pass, number 81, this time for a first down, Dolphins. That was 22 yards, all right. Handoff to number 31, and he'll get 2 yards, I'd say there. Yeah, 2 yards. 2nd and 8 now for the Dolphins. I actually expect this to be a very competitive game. And in fantasy, I have Tyreek Hill, one of the Dolphins running backs, and the Bills team defense. And how in the fuck is that complete? It was not intended for Waddle, but he caught it. Let's look at that again. It was tipped by number 81, then tipped by a Bill, then tipped by Waddle, and then caught by him. It may have hit the ground, but they called it a catch. And the play is off, so there's... And that is complete. Sorry. Complete to Tyreek Hill for the first time today. So good. My receiver just got something. So 1st and 10 on Buffalo's 15.5. Attempted pass to the running back, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the flag is. Offsides on the Bills. All right. On corner, Tredius White, or whatever his first name is, number 27. So first and 5. To the ball off to number 28. He gets past the first down marker and leveled there. That's RK. I probably butchered the hell out of your name, which I apologize. I don't remember which of the two Dolphins running backs that got a lot of fantasy points last week that I have, but hopefully it's RK. I'd have to go look at that later. Tyreek Hill in motion in the backfield. Handoff to RK again, and he is in for a touchdown, Miami. Let me go look at fantasy football here quickly. The computer will let me have a third tab doing this while I'm live. We shall see. Okay. Okay, so it is a cane that I do have. All right, good. So my running back for the Dolphins just got a touchdown. All right, good. Good indeed. My running back for the Colts, Moss, has -1 rushing yards. Thank you. At least Joe Burrow is doing something. 4 completions, 45 yards, and 1 rushing yard. Throw a touchdown, please, Burrow, because I need you to do some shit. At least you're outscoring Kirk Cousins right now. That's the positive here at the moment. Since we're in a commercial break right now, got 2 catches from Puka, whatever his name is, for the LA Rams. Hill has a catch for 19 yards. Adams plays later. Yeah, most of my team is playing right now, with the exception of DeMarcus Lawrence plays later, and so does Micah Parsons. Slay already has 2 tackles, and TJ Watt already has a tackle against Houston. So we'll see what Slay and TJ Watt do. And Dolphins team defense is playing against Washington right now too, so we'll see how all that goes today. And who am I playing this week? My younger brother, which is the Texan Revolution. So I'm playing my younger brother in True Football this week, like I did in week 1 in the other fantasy league that we're in together, the No Bench League, which I think I beat him in week 1. I can't remember. I believe I'm undefeated, so I would have had to have beat him then. So tied at 7. Here comes the kickoff, or the kick for the Bills to get the ball back. Here in the first quarter. and he fields it into the end zone and takes it out. And he will slip one tackler, but he will maybe get to the 20-yard line. And that was number 10, taking it out for the Bills. So 1st and 10 with 6:24 left in the first. Bills hand it off to Cook, and he will get maybe 3 yards, 2.5 on that carry. Nobody in back down, takes the snap, gets it off to number 86 for a few more yards, which will bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 2 now. It was a 5-yard pass. Now number 16 is in the backfield at running back with Allen. 3rd and 2, he takes the snap, gets it to number 16 for a 1st down for the Buffalo Bills. And they're doing a quick recap of the Texans Steelers game, and there's a touchdown for the Houston Texans. Texans are up 7-0 apparently. All right. That'll be good for my brother as he's a Texans fan. So one back in the backfield with Allen. And Allen will call a timeout here with 2 seconds left on the play clock. So the Bills elect to burn their first timeout here in the first quarter. Thank you for the subscription to the channel, Alexander Al Alvid. I hope I said that right. I appreciate you very much. And welcome to the underground. Six for 6 for Allen, 5 for 5 on completions for Tua, 67 yards to 59 yards and a touchdown for Allen. So Allen back to pass, complete to number 88. He shoves the guy away, and I believe he picks up the first down. Yes, he did. Just shoves him right off, like, get the fuck off me, I have a first down to get. And he did. Just checking my emails here. Allen, no back in the backfield with him. On first down, there's the snap. Passed, complete to 88 again. Spin move, and he nearly got the first down again. That is 2nd and 1, I believe. Yes, it is. One back in the backfield. Allen under center. Hands it off to number 28. Got through the line and a whole lot fucking more inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. That's a hell of a run. That was by Murray. Good job, Murray. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was Murray, who used to play for the Oakland Raiders at the time, now known as the Las Vegas Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. Timeout taken by Buffalo again. Now they're down to one timeout in the first half. Okay. 2 minutes 46 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Bills have already spent 2 of their timeouts. The Dolphins' defense must have the Bills' offense really frazzled here for them to spend 2 timeouts this early into the half. So one back in the backfield, Cook there with Allen. There's the snap. Allen looking, scrambling. He will run for it and pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the scramble. So that will bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7, in fact. Yeah, everyone was just completely covered, and yeah, if Allen had thrown it there, that would have been tipped at the line by the defensive line of the Dolphins there. Cook in the backfield. Cook will take it and pick up 5 or 6 yards, which will bring up 3rd and 2. On about the 5-yard line. Cook takes it again. He will have a first down. And there's a bit of a scrap there between a Bill and a Dolphin. So it is now 1st and goal for the Bills with just under a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Cook takes it again, and I believe he's in. Is he? I didn't see a signal from the referees. Okay, apparently it is a touchdown then. All right. So Cook with a rushing touchdown, making it currently 13-7 Bills. That was nearly a fumble at the line. He didn't quite secure the ball before he ran into the pile. But in the end, he maintained possession and got across the line. So Allen, in fact, pushed him in. All right. I remember a time in NFL history where that was against the rules. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot here on YouTube doing a watch party of the football game. But as it is, for those of you watching this after the fact, thank you for doing so. Please subscribe like what's his name did earlier, which I appreciate very much. And also share this out. Let everyone know that we're here and we're doing what we can when I have time to do it. Because as I said previously, I usually work 40 plus hours a week. So Saturday and Sundays, my only time I really get to myself or do anything with my family. Or try to do things like this as well. Even though I am trying to do things after work, trying to make sure I have energy to try to do something at some point, be it here or on my gaming channels, on Twitch, and here on YouTube as well. And also stuff for Rumble too, for the two channels over there now. Because this channel and the gaming channel on YouTube also exist on Rumble as well. So go follow me over on Rumble while you're here. I would greatly appreciate that. The sooner we can get D9 over on Rumble to, I think it's 5 followers, then I'll be able to live stream on Rumble as well at that point. Then I'll be able to get back to breaking racks as, okay, apparently the play is under review, evidently. So I guess his elbow is down. There. Without breaking the plane of the end zone. We'll see what the refs decide here, but that touchdown is under review, and here we go. Okay, so they still call it a touchdown. All right. Whatever. It's no skin off my nose. I have no team in this game. So, as you can see by my Cardinals jersey, my team doesn't play till later. So, And the kick is up for the point after, and it looks good. Yes, it is. 14-7. Bills lead with a minute 10 left in the first. And the kick is away. They will take it in at about the 6, 7 maybe, and return it to. Uh, I'm not sure where. Yeah, the blocking last week for the Bills was amazing on those run plays. So, Tua with two backs in the backfield. Fake handoff. Tua will throw. That is to Hill, and that is a first down Dolphins. Sorry, I didn't really sleep last night, so I think I went to bed about 4 o'clock this morning, maybe 5, and got up just like 20, 30 minutes before this stream started. So, because I knew I needed to eat before I started this. That was a handoff, gain of only a yard, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter, where the Bills lead 14-7, and it is at least second down and 9 to go for the Bills. I mean, for the Dolphins. So far, this is a good competitive game through one quarter. Only a single score separates the Bills and the Dolphins, which I was expecting this to be a competitive football game. So, hence why I chose this and not a different one to do a watch party for. Not that one. This one. There we go. So, as we're currently in a break here, So as we're back to start the second quarter, 2nd and 9 Dolphins, one back in the backfield with Tua. Hill in motion. There's the snap. Tua looking deep, and that is somehow caught by number 31 for a first down. That was the running back. That was the other running back, which I believe my brother has in fantasy. Right, he got sandwiched between two Bills and made that catch. Mozart, I think is the name. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But he caught that sandwich in between two Bills like an Oreo cookie. Tua going deep again, and incomplete. Hill did not get both feet in bounds. Good attempt, though. That will bring up second down, so it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, he didn't even get 1 foot in bounds there. Low snap. Tua gets it off to the running back, and he'll get a yard, maybe 2. So that should be 3rd and 8. Yes, it is. I don't expect this to happen, but since the Dolphins are 3-0, could you imagine if the Dolphins go undefeated through the regular season? Dolphins are the only team to have a perfect season so far in NFL history. So, pass deep to number 0. Don't know who that is for the Dolphins. Uh, Burrows, I guess. I assume is how to pronounce it. For a gain of about 20 yards there. Almost 20 yards. So it is a first down, Miami. There is a handoff to my boy, number 28, and he's in for the touchdown. Again, I'm liking this running back from the Dolphins. He's turned out to be my lead back in fantasy right now. I do have Aaron Jones for the Packers, but with him being banged up, this was my sleeper pickup. Well, not really a sleeper after last week against the Broncos, but the fact that no one picked him up and I was able to was amazing. And the kick is away, and it is good. And we are tied at 14 each with 12:47 left in the first half of this game. I am not the only one covering this. Tom Grassi is as well. All right. That's good. Just wanted to check in and see what my favorite YouTube personality that covers NFL football games, much like I try to do here on my channel, is up to, and he's covering the same game. So that's good to know. Because normally I would be watching Tograssi's stream while watching the game myself. So, as a member of the Grassi posse myself, but as it is. As we wait through another commercial break, I do expect us Cardinals to lose to the Niners today, but then again, we beat the Cowboys last week, so who the fuck knows at this point what's going to happen? Because follow my logic here. In week one, the Cowboys made the Giants pointless. Then the Giants came to Glendale here in Arizona, and we made them relevant again. And then they went to get owned by the Niners, like most people, or like most teams do. And now my boys, the Cardinals, are in Santa Clara today or later, and the kickoff is returned to the 20. So we lose week one to Washington, I believe. Then we lose to the Giants. Then we beat the Cowboys, who utterly dismantled the Giants after we lost to them. Now we're facing another team that beat them. So my theory is if we could beat the Niners in Santa Clara, there may be a curse of the Giants in the league, as in if you beat the Giants, we'll beat you. But we won't beat the Giants. So Cardinals, if we can beat the Niners, could turn out to be the Giant slayers of the NFL this year. But we need to beat the Niners for that to me, for my theory to have any weight at all at this point. Hey, Chunk, how have I been? I've been quite well, enjoying a good competitive football game between the Dolphins and the Bills here, as you can see on the screen here. And Diggs with the catch for a first down for the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, I've been doing quite well. Working 40 plus hours a week, so barely having time to do anything like this. And Allen goes hella fucking deep for Diggs. But looks like defensive pass interference on the Dolphins, though, on number 4 there. But we'll see what the referees decide here. Getting fancy with StreamYard, I see. Well, I'm trying to do something new to try to attract more attention to the channel. Now, using StreamYard in no way means that I want to monetize the channel, because I still don't. But I do at least want to have like a decent enough following to where when I live stream, it's not just me with nobody in the chat, you know. I at least want to have a bunch of people in the chat, so it seems like something's going on the stream, you know. And the only way to do that is to mess around with StreamYards, and hopefully I don't boomer it like Nerdrotic. I love you, Gary, but you, sir, are a boomer. When you accidentally hit the off button on your stream, you're a boomer. But I still love you. just the same, and that's what makes Friday Night Tight so entertaining. You never know what's going to happen next. Bills have the ball at 2nd and 1 with 11:20 left in the half. Handoff to the running back, who picks up about 5 or so yards for another Bills first down. How have you been, Chunk? I need to remember to highlight the chats in the chat that I'm reacting to. Bills first and goal, one backfield, fake handoff, a fade attempted to Diggs, and it is incomplete with no flags down. So 2nd down for the Bills. Same old stuff. Old stuff, huh? I could go a lot of places with a joke about same old stuff, Chunk. Most of it political. Handoff to the running back for the Bills, and he nearly got in the end zone down to the 1 yard line, which makes it 3rd and goal for the Bills. And there is a late flag on the play and a bit of a scuffle at the line. Who's the flag on and what is the flag? Are you watching the game on another screen? Yes, I'm watching it on my TV right here while I have the score tracker on the screen right here. So, because not allowed to show the game on YouTube, that would be against all copyright fucking fair use stuff entirely. Like I said, watching it on this screen right over here, which is my TV, while having the score tracker from NFL.com displayed on the screen. I've watched enough watch parties of NFL games to know how this shit works. So, as like I said, my favorite YouTuber who does this, Tom Grassi, is also reacting to this very game on his channel right now too. So, Bills with a single back. Allen dropping back to pass, and that is caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Saffron Diggs, who is a former Minnesota Viking, much like myself. And that is a touchdown for the Bills, his second touchdown reception this season, 5th against the Dolphins. So it's 20-14 Bills now with 10:02 left in the first half. I guess that penalty went against the Bills then. So we got the point after kicker, and it is up and good as well. So 21-14 now with 10:02 left. So my expectation for the Bills for the Dolphins drive up next, they're gonna go score a touchdown and tie it up. Like I said, my expectations going into this game was a shootout, touchdown for touchdown for touchdown for touchdown, until somebody blinks by the end of the game. Because this was the game to watch for the week, and it's I guess the second game of the week, because someone played in London or something. I think the Falcons played somebody or something. All I know is I woke up to analysts talking about an earlier game, and the only way that happens is if someone plays like in London or something. To promote the NFL across the pond, if you will. currently on a commercial break here, so let's see what's going on this screen I'm sharing here. That was 9 plays, 2:45 total time it took, and 41 yards for the Bills. The previous drive for the Dolphins was same amount of plays. They started closer, somehow went further. More yards, okay, and took longer time. Must have been penalties, I guess, then, that pushed them back to make them take longer and have to go further, even though they started closer to the end zone. Whatever. That's the only way I can see that makes sense. And here's the kick. Dolphins will take it at about the 1, maybe the 2-yard line, and return it to about the 21, maybe the 22. So good kick coverage by the Bills special teams once again. And the Dolphins have it at about the 21-yard line with 9:58 left in the first half. There's a handoff to number 31 for the Dolphins, and he'll pick up a couple yards, but we do have some laundry, or a flag, if you will, on the field, and one of the Bills' defense is down holding his arm. That's not good. So, false start on the Dolphins, apparently. Oh, so it's an illegal formation. Okay. Remains first down. That's number 47 for the Bills. Yeah. Starfield commercial. Yeah. An absolute triumph, according to Windows Central. An instant classic from some other platform. All these near perfect or perfect scores from just about everybody. I'm not saying Starfield isn't a great game. I'm just saying it has its problems. And I'm still working on my review for it still, so. Which, stay tuned to D9 Gaming for, and is it worth it, for Starfield coming up in hopefully the near future. Depends on when I can get my brother on StreamYards to do a review of it with me at that point. And we're finally back from commercial. First and 15 with 9:52 left for the Bills. Or, I mean, for the Dolphins offense, sorry. Forgot who had the ball. Hill in motion, and that was tipped by Bill coming in to try to go for a sack, and that is an incomplete pass. Intended for number 31, Moster, and it did not get there. Yeah, that was tipped by number 57 of the Bills. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. So 2nd and 15 with 9:37 with the clock stopped. One back in the backfield to a back to pass. He gets it to number 0, who catches it for pretty much no gain. Okay, 2 yards apparently. It didn't look like he went anywhere at all. So it's 3rd and 13 now. With just over 9 minutes left in the half. We got a flag out already here. False start on the Dolphins, all right? That'll push them back even further on 3rd down to like 3rd and like 20 or so. Okay, 3rd and 18. I was close. So just under, or actually just over 8.5 minutes left. Tua takes the snap, dumps it off to the running back, who fumbles it. But yeah, he fumbled it, but number 0 for the Dolphins fell on it to keep it, so it is 4th down. And to my surprise, the Dolphins don't score on the drive. They'll have to punt it away then. That was, I don't know who that was that punched that out for the Bills. Even on the replay, the camera was jerking around too fast. And the punt is away cleanly. And the Bills will fair catch it at about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. Yeah, I think I'm going to make that smaller during the commercial breaks here. Make it larger when the game is on. So, on that note, more and more it seems like commercial breaks take even longer. There we go. We're finally back from it. Or at least it feels like they take forever. Yeah, the NFL on Paramount Plus. Yeah, I'm familiar with the whole ads for that. Yeah, the Bills O-line has been doing a good job containing the Dolphins' defensive line through this game so far. So Allen and Bills offense on the field now. One back in the backfield. Snap, pass to the running back. That's Murray, who picks up a first down and a whole lot more and gets out of bounds. For a first down, Buffalo. Allen has only thrown one incompletion so far. That's kind of amazing. But he is the face of Madden, so there's a handoff to Cook, and he is swallowed up and chewed up in the backfield by the Dolphins defensive line. A loss of like 3, maybe 4 yards. 3 yards. Second 13, and they're showing the Ravens highlight. And my boy in the no bench league, Lamar Jackson, just scored a touchdown with a flag on the play. So hopefully that touchdown for Lamar stands for fantasy purposes for me. So second 13 for the Bills, one back in the backfield, which is Cook. Dolphins showing blitz, it looks like. And they are. And Allen gets it away quickly to Diggs to pick up a few yards for third down. That will be 3rd and 5 now. There's the snap. Batted down at the line by the Dolphins defensive line, and now they're shoving and pushing by the Bills and Dolphins here. Come on, guys. There's no need for that. It's 4th and 5 now. And the Bills will have to punt because they're on the 48-yard line. So, and that's the Dolphins 48 or so, which is a little too far for the kicker to try and make a field goal. Punt is away, and it will be batted down at about the 5, maybe just inside it. At maybe about the 4-yard line, pinning the Dolphins offense all the way back to their own 4. With the I don't remember how much time is left at this point. Right around 5.5 minutes, I guess, left in the game. Yeah, 5:28 left. Dolphins hand it off to my boy number 28, who gets tripped up at the line, picks up only about 2 yards or so. Second down coming up. And by the time the ball gets snapped, we will be under 5 minutes in the first half. There's a dump off to number 28, who got out of a lot of tackles in the backfield to pick up a few more yards to bring up third down for the Dolphins. That was Kane again, who was apparently coming out for a play to get a quick breather, I guess. To a back to pass. Tries to get it to his running back, who gets tripped up at the first down marker and drops the ball, which will bring up 4th and 2. But there is a Dolphin down on the field. Looks like one of the offensive linemen. Number 72 for the Dolphins is heading back to the locker room now. So now the Dolphins offensive line is going to be down one of their starters. That's a shame. That was Armstead. And the Dolphins will punt on 4th and 2, and that's a hell of a punt. That's fair caught at the 40. And a flag on the play. The Bill who fielded the punt got kneed right in the helmet. Actually was the hip of the Dolphin there. I guess they picked up the flag and called it accidental contact, I guess. Okay. Which it did kind of look like it on the replay, so that's fair. So Bills with the ball, handing off to Cook for about 3 yards or so. Cook in the backfield, Allen under center, Diggs in motion, and he will pass it to Diggs, who gets both feet in bounds. There is a flag on the play, and Diggs gets away from everybody by spinning around the defenders. He is in the end zone, but we got to see what the flag is first. Okay, illegal contact penalty is declined. The touchdown will stand. So the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns now against the Dolphins here at Orchard Park. Now at the point after, if it's good, it will be 28-14. Kick is up, and it is indeed good. With just under 3 minutes left in the first half, the Bills take a 2-score lead. A 2-score lead, sure, why not? But as it is, the game is starting to get away from the Dolphins here after putting up 70 points on the hapless Broncos. So it is what it is, I suppose. And we're heading to commercial break. So coming up here, so let's switch to this. Okay, we're not going to commercial. The kick is away already. All right. And he returns it for did not see. But the Dolphins will now have the ball as they try to get a score before halftime. Tua in the backfield with one back with him. Back goes in motion. Tua back to pass. Throws it to number 31, who tiptoes down the sidelines for a potential Dolphins first down. With the clock running, and by the time they get the ball snapped, we will be right around the 2-minute warning, potentially. Tua along the backfield, there's the snap. He throws it, and it's nearly picked off by the Bills. Number 27. Yeah, number 27. That is White, who nearly picked it off. So now it is 3rd and 1. And that will stop the clock. At 2:20 left in the half. Tua kind of flicks it to him. Running back fumbles it. We'll see who the refs say recovered it. The ref's still trying to figure it out, and it looks like they say the Bills have it. And they do. The Bills have recovered the fumble. So the Bills have a chance to run up the score before halftime then. That was number 58 that punched that out for the Bills, which is Midland, it looks like. Is what I think I saw the name was on the back of the jersey. So the Bills with the ball, 1st and 10, just over 2 minutes left, hand off to Cook, and he got stuffed at the line, maybe a loss of 1 yard, which will bring up 2nd down, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, 2nd and 11 now. Which will take us to a commercial. So hopefully this doesn't get out of hand for the Dolphins too much, because if they allow a touchdown here going into the half, they will be down 3 scores coming out. And I believe the Dolphins get the ball to start the second half, if I'm not mistaken. But I honestly don't remember because my memory is shit. So, excuse me. Apparently, the Bills and the Jaguars play in London coming up soon. That's next Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Yay. The Bills and the Jags go to London. So be sure to have your rosters set before you go to bed, essentially, or get up really fucking early to make sure everything is in order for your fantasy football teams at that point. So 2nd 11 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter / first half, if you will. One back in the backfield with Allen. Allen dropped back to pass, feeling pressure, and finally he gets sacked in the game. By number 43 for the Dolphins. Van Ginkel is the one with the sack. Pass deep, incomplete, intended for number 10 for the Bills. And it looks like he's a little slow to get up. So it's 4th and 14. The Bills will bring on the kicker. This is Tyler Bass to try to make a 53-yard attempt. The snap is down, kick is up, and it is right down Broadway for an additional 3 points, making it 31-14 Bills with 1:39 left in the first half. So we'll see what the Dolphins try to do with 2 timeouts left. To end the first half here. And the kick is away. And that will fly out the back of the end zone for a touchback. I think the first touchback that I think I've seen this game so far. The Rams are smoking the Colts 20-0 at the end of the first half here as well. Tua in the backfield with one back. Guy in motion. Fake handoff. Tua gets sacked by the Bills defense, which will keep the clock running, and the Bills have only 1 timeout to burn, which will bring up 2nd and 14. Yeah, shit. Just need my desk. Ow. alone in the backfield. Snap. Complete to number 0 for a pretty good gain. He got about half the yardage needed for a first down. The clock is still running. It is 3rd and 7. By the time they get this ball snapped, it'll be around 30 seconds left. I don't know why they're not using the timeout that they have in their back pocket at the moment. By the time they snap, they still have about 20 seconds left, actually. There's the snap. They hand it off. And they get to about the 30-yard line, 4th down, and they burn that time. Oh, sorry. The Dolphins had 2 timeouts. The Bills just burned a timeout. Wait, hang on. The Bills just burned a timeout. So you just don't want to go to halftime, huh? Buffalo? Well, the Dolphins are going to punt it away with 16 seconds left then. Punt is away. And it goes out of bounds at about the 23-yard line, give or take. So Bills get the ball with 7 seconds left in the first half. The only thing you can do is take a knee here, which defeats the purpose of that timeout, you know? Yeah, they take a knee, and that's the end of the first half. Why bother calling a timeout then? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. So on that note, we are at the half here. Otherwise, up until like the second quarter, this was a very competitive football game. But then the Bills have started running away with it. Meaning maybe that 70-point game was just a fluke just because it was the hapless Broncos at that point. But either way. Makes me kind of want the Broncos to come to Glendale to play the Cardinals so we can get an easy victory too at that point. But as it is, so we just got to sit and wait till the end of the halftime, whatever the hell they're going to be doing here on the screen there, until we get the football game back up and going for the second half here. So all we got to do is just sit here, wait, and kill some time here. So since that is the case, let me try doing this, showing fantasy football business that I'm working with here and checking in on that. during halftime here. I'll make this bigger so you guys can see what's going on here. So I'm currently beating my brother 76-39 at the moment. Joe Burrow has 9 completions, 77 yards, and he's gotten sacked once. That's nice. Zach Moss, running back for the Colts, has only 10 rushing yards for 1 point. That's helpful. Devon Akane, 19 yards for 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions, and 12 yards for 16.7 points. Adams doesn't play till later. Hill has 2 catches, 39 yards for 4.6 points. LaPont or Laporta, however you want to pronounce it, 4 catches, 56 yards against the Packers on Thursday for 7.73 points. We got Puka for the Rams. He's 5 catches, 98 yards, 13.53 points. He's on par with Davon right now. Cousins doing better than Joe in points right now, but Aaron Jones didn't do much on Thursday. Probably should have had Williams in then instead of Moss, but Lamb doesn't play till later. Neither does Ferguson, but these guys are all on the bench, so it doesn't matter. My kicker for the Colts has missed the field goal from 40-49, negative 2 points. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you. Eagles defense, 2 sacks, a forced fumble. They got 13 points now. Lawrence plays later. TJ at only 1 tackle. Come on, TJ. You're better than that, man. Slay at 5 tackles. That's all right. Parsons plays later as well. And here's the bench for this league as well. Let's take a glance at no bench, the Glendale Rebels team. While we're still in halftime, Lamar Jackson, 10, 146, and a touchdown. And he's rushed for 2 touchdowns. He's got 42 points. All right, thanks, man. And I am beating Steeler points in this league as well. Swift is doing pretty good, 18 points. Hill, 11. Ingram, my tight end, at 26 points, 7 catches for 59 yards. I appreciate that. Lamb plays later. Matt, negative 2 points again here. Bills defense, like I was talking about earlier. Deko Autry for the Titans has 2 assisted tackles for a point. Dennis Garlock, linebacker, plays later from my home Arizona Cardinals here in Glendale. Branch had 7 points on Thursday, and Franklin, and they're going over the highlights from the Ravens-Browns game right now. 4 points for Franklin, 3 tackles and 2 assisted. So that's what fantasy looks like for me right now at this point. So as it is, that's what fantasy football looks like for me right now. I'll probably check in after this game is over before I end the stream. And there's that rushing touchdown by the Rams running back. I believe that was Williams. And Washington got a hard-fought touchdown, or was that a fumble? Who the fuck knows? Baker Mayfield threw a touchdown pass for the Bucks to Palmer. Okay. As they say, that helps no one. Anyway, Cousins threw a pick six to the Panthers. That's nice. And one of the Panthers just laid Cousins the fuck out on his ass. Good. Fields throws a touchdown pass to number 85. So in the Tank Bowl, the Bears and Broncos, the Bears just got a touchdown against the Broncos. Just imagine how Perna's gonna monetize that misery of losing to the Bears if that happens. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting to see later. But as it is. J.J. Watt honored into the Ring of Honor for the Houston Texans, which he should be. Looks like we are just about ready to get this show back on the road here, thankfully. And the kick is away for the second half, and the Dolphins indeed receive it. And it goes to the end zone for a touchback. So, let's see if the Dolphins can come back then. Pass, and the ball is tipped at the line by the Bills D-line, number 50. That's Rosal. Roseo, however you say your name. That is incomplete, so it's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, in motion. That's number 28. And he will get the pass. And he will pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards. So that's some more fantasy points for me. I appreciate that very much. Allen has higher yards per completion at 11 versus 7.9 for Tua. And Tua has not thrown any touchdown passes yet compared to Allen's 3. So it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield with Tua. Back to pass. Tua feels some pressure, scrambles, and he believe he was down by contact before he fumbled it. Yes, they ruled he was down, and that's a first down for the Dolphins. Hand off to my boy, number 28, and he gets a lot of yards up to the 50-yard line for another Dolphins first down. I was chosen with the block there. Pretty good. Tua with 2 backs in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff, try to get it off as a pass, but it is, I think, ruled incomplete. Yeah, it was. So 12:34 left in the third, 2nd and 10. Tua under center, hands it off to Tyreek Hill, who gets a first down and a little bit more. So there's some more fantasy points for me. Tua with one back in the backfield with him. Random motion. Handoff to my boy, who gets only a couple yards on the carry. Tua back to pass. He gets it to, that's Waddle, number 17, or Waddle, for a first down, but there's a flag on the play. I'm going to turn my fan on because it's getting warm in here. That's better. Tua in the backfield with one back. He'll hand it off again to number 31, who maybe get to the line of scrimmage. Monster again. Or Monster. That tackle was by Oliver, number 91. Evidently, as they're showing him on the screen, so I assume so. One back in the backfield, Tua back to pass. Now he will scramble with it, slide at the 10, which will bring up third and about 5 or so, which will bring us under the 10-minute mark. Okay, 3rd and 6 then. Looks like we got a build down on the field. And we got a commercial. So while we have a commercial, I'll be right back. I'm going to go dispose of my empty bottle here, and I'll be back in just a moment. And for no other reason to stretch my legs here. Except for right now. But we'll see what happens to us in the second half. And when I get done with my live reactions, but I'll be out there, then I suppose. That was almost the tournament teams were right away, which is possible. But I'll just be watching that, not streaming my reaction. So, Dolphins have the ball at the goal line, and that is not. Oh, wait, that was a 2-point attempt. So the Dolphins had scored a touchdown while I was gone. All right. They were trying to go for two. Oh, no, that was the touchdown to Burrows. And this was the 2-point attempt to Hill, which was knocked away by the Bills defender and incomplete. So the Dolphins only come away with 6 points on the drive. But that still makes this doable for the Dolphins to come back to win, though, just the same. Because keep in mind, we're talking about a team who put up 70 points last week. So now he chose to grab a bottle of Gatorade while I was in the kitchen. And it looked like the kickoff might have been a touchback there. So this thing is still showing that it's at halftime, which is not true at all. So let me stop sharing that for a minute to refresh it. Bills lined up with one back in the backfield. Allen back to pass. As complete to number 86. Allen back to pass. He's feeling some pressure, and he gets it downfield to number 4. That is Cooks, who goes a long hell of a way to inside the 20-yard line. First down, Buffalo. That's a hell of a job trying to duck and weave your way till someone finally came open. So Bills with the ball just outside the 15, handoff to number 22, who will take it inside the 15 to just outside the 10, which will bring up second down. Allen back to pass, gets away from one sack, but he won't get away from the other. Allen back to pass, feeling some pressure, trying to get away, and he will just take off and pick up a couple of yards, which brings up fourth down. So Bills will have to no, okay, not punt. Tyler Bass comes on to try to kick another field goal. He made one earlier at 53 yards out. This one's a lot closer at 33 yards away. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is right down the middle as well, pushing the Bills' lead up to 34-20. And we are in a commercial break. And we are finally back. So, number 0 for the Dolphins lined up to return the kick. Number 2 kicking it away for the Bills. And the kick is away, and it flies to the end zone on yet another touchback. Kickoffs are so boring, though. Low snap. Tua getting a lot of pressure. Just barely got the ball away before he got sacked. Incomplete. Which will bring up 2nd and 10. With 5:15 currently left in the third quarter. That was number 59 for the Bills. Yes, it was. Tua back to pass and overthrew his receiver, picked off by number 23 of the Bills, and he will return it quite a ways, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. So the Bills take over once again and get another turnover for the second time in the game against the Dolphins. So far, all the Bills' defense is doing is proving that the Dolphins cannot hang with a complete football team or with a coherent defense, with a coherent defensive coordinator, even. Handoff by the Bills to Cook, and he lost a lot of yards on that, about 3 or 4 yard loss, which brings up 2nd down and 13, so 3 yard loss. Allen in the backfield, back to pass, complete to number 13 as they get up to the 20-yard line. Or down to the 20-yard line, I should say. Because they are on the Dolphin side of the field to begin with because of the interception. So Allen back to pass, feeling some pressure, gets the ball away, and I guess it's caught by number 11 for a first down. Are they ruling that a catch? Well, it is a catch, so he did get his hands underneath the ball and it didn't touch the field. So that was a legit catch. It just didn't look like it at full speed. So first down, Bills. One back in the backfield, Diggs in motion. Allen fake handoff to pass, and Diggs catch touchdown, Buffalo. Dolphins can't stop the Bills. They can't score really that much. Yeah, the Dolphins are looking at a complete football team here in the Buffalo Bills. This game is showing that the Bills are the top team in the AFC, not the Dolphins. At least at the moment, anyway. Because with this kick, it's now 41-20. Well, Bills over Dolphins right now. So a 21-point lead, 3-touchdown lead. Lincoln Cars, yeah, who cares? Jersey Mike's, that's nice. And the ad for the London game next week. Jags Bills. And here comes the kick. Dolphins back to return once again, and again another touchback. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been a very long football game. Tua back to pass. That is caught by Tyreek Hill, who got away from one guy and then gets tackled from there. Oh, great. Hill's holding his knee. And he will jog off the field. But he did jog off the field, so The handoff from Tua to number 31 for a few yards to bring up 2nd and 4 now. Good. Hill is coming back in. Hopefully he's okay. Another handoff, and the running back is met in the backfield and dropped for a loss of 2 or 3 yards. Bringing up 3rd and 6 now. Tua back to pass again. Gets it off. That is complete, but it looks like they're rolling him short of the first down. Which I disagree with that. Yeah, the challenge flag should be thrown there. Because that was a first down. His feet did not go out of bounds at all when he dove for the pylon to try to get the first down. Yeah, there's no way that that's not a first down. I don't know what the referees were looking at there. But obviously, we got a challenge now of the spot to the line to gain by the Dolphins. And I don't think there's any way that the Dolphins do not win this challenge. Unless the NFL is literally completely scripted and the Dolphins are not supposed to get the first down under any circumstances. How the fuck does the call stand? That was clearly a first down. The referees continue to blow fucking calls. And when they get the chance to make it right, they fuck it up even harder in upholding a call that should not have been made in the first place. Well, the Dolphins are going for it on 4th and 1, and rightly so here, because they got completely fucked over there to a back to pass, and he gets sacked and they turn over on downs, which should not even have fucking happened in the first place. Yet more evidence that the NFL officials don't know how to do their fucking jobs at this point. And to whomever just popped in to check this out, I'm sorry you had to hear that when you first got here. But the referees just fucked over the Dolphins on a challenge of the spot of the ball to get a first down, which the Dolphins receiver clearly got the first down in diving out of bounds. But the referees got the call wrong in the field. Dolphins challenged it. They reviewed it and still got the call fucking wrong because they upheld the bogus call of it not being a first down. Something's going on with White there of the Bills. He's throwing a major temper tantrum there. He threw his helmet downfield. Something's going on with one of the defensive players for the Bills. And we went to commercial. So back to this setup here. Looks like he's getting carted off the field. Which is not good. What happened to White there? He took a bad step there. Guess he did something to his ankle there. You never want to see that because that was a non-contact injury. So Bills on 1st and 10, one back in the backfield, Allen under center. Back to pass, going deep for number 13, and that is complete to Davis. for a Bills first down. And that is the end of the third quarter. At long last, so we got 15 more minutes of this. So Bills with the ball as we're back from break here. There's the snap. Allen fakes the handoff, takes it himself, end zone, touchdown. And the Bills go up even more on a Josh Allen rushing touchdown to start the fourth quarter, going up 47-20. The kick is down, and it's off the upright and in. So he doinked it in. Well, the Bills can do no wrong in this game. With the referees on your side, apparently physics on your side as well, the football gods on your side, the Dolphins are not going to win this game at all. Everything is against the Dolphins in this game. The football gods, physics, and the referees. So and another touchback. What a surprise. Tua flicks it back to the running back, number 28, and he takes off for a huge gain. And he gets it, goes out at about the Bills 20-yard line. Well, at least someone for the Dolphins is doing something, and it's my running back, so whatever. So number 28 back in the backfield again. With Tua, hand it off to him again. He gets another 8, maybe 9 yards, which brings up second down. And he gets swapped out for number 31 now. Which means this is likely a passing play. 8 rushes for 105 yards and a touchdown. That's some good fancy points there. Now it's another run. Number 31. Monster picking up the first down for the Dolphins. Which that takes us under the 13-minute mark for the fourth quarter. One back in the backfield, Hill in motion, Tua to pass. He's it for the end zone to Waddle for a touchdown, but there is a flag on the field. It's on the Dolphins, ineligible man downfield. Replay first down. That was number 74 of the Dolphins offensive line who was downfield when he wasn't supposed to be. Tua back to pass, complete to number 81 of the Dolphins, second and goal now. One back in the backfield, Tua back to pass, scrambling, throwing, overthrown, intended for Waddle. That brings up third down with 12:01 left in the game. One back in the backfield. Tua back to pass. Thrown for the end zone and incomplete. Intended for a cane. It brings up fourth down. And the Dolphins are going to have to start going for some of these on fourth down more and more here. Because they're down by a lot here in the fourth at this time. And they are indeed going for it. Tua back to pass. Pressure, and he's sacked on fourth down again. But every time the Dolphins have gone for it on fourth down, they've gotten sacked. This game is essentially over at this point. And bring up the fantasy football business over here, since we're in a commercial break right now. And we'll take a look at that right now, since this game is not really that close at this point. Allen under center, probably going to hand it off. I would, just to drain the clock. And they do, and the Dolphins finally decide to show up on defense and stuff him in the backfield. Yeah, I was going to share the screen here. So Bills line up with one back in the backfield with Allen. Allen back to pass. Feeling pressure, throws it downfield, incomplete, intended for number 16. Washington is keeping pace with the Eagles 24-24, apparently. Steelers are getting their asses handed to them by the Houston Texans. -1 point for Matt Gay from Indy. That's nice. I got a lot to think about in this league for roster moves, especially at quarterback, because you see 30 points for Joe, only 33 points for Kirk Cousins. Our points, Justin Fields, the second most, apparently. And Baker Mayfield and Russell Wilson. And what fucked up world are we living in here? Hmm. It's currently less than 2 minutes left in the fourth, and it's tied at 28 between Denver and Chicago. That's a more interesting matchup at this point, it would seem. So the Dolphins with the ball with 10:09 left in the game, down by 28 points. Pass complete to Waddle. He tries to get around. He does. First down, Miami. Denver's currently up 31-28 now. It looks like another Bill is down on the field. Handoff to number 0 for the Dolphins, and it looks like he'll get the first down unless the referees screw the Dolphins over again. So 1st and 10. Tua back to pass. Going deep. Caught by number 30. Ingold for a Dolphins first down. Two backs, and there is a flag thrown. Probably false start on the offense. Okay, it was a delay of game on the Dolphins. Replay first down. Pass out to Waddle to get maybe a yard. Two in the backfield to pass. Pressure, sack. Which brings up 3rd down. And the clock is still running. Thankfully. So hopefully this game can be over sooner than later. Flag on the play, completed pass, and fumbled. But what's the flag, though? Offsides on the defense. That's against the Bills. Leonard Floyd, defensive end. That's probably going to be holding on the offense because that one offensive lineman just would not get off of the defensive lineman for the Bills. Number 68, Robert Hunt. Yep. Right around 6.5 minutes left. It's 3rd and 27 now against the Dolphins after all those penalties. Tua with one back in the backfield. Not that that matters. Tua passes and his number 81 catches it but falls right down, gaining only about a yard or two. 4th down. Considering the Dolphins' history of going for it on 4th down and getting fucking sacked, on 4th and 23, you're better off just punting it away and just calling it a day. But no, they're going for it. Watch, he's going to get sacked. How much you want to bet? Tua gets it away, incomplete, but there is a flag down. Offsides on the defense. Remains 4th down. So now it's 4th and 18 here. And Dolphins are still going for it. They're going 4 wide, no 5 wide with the receivers, nobody in the backfield. Tua passes complete, and he's forced out of bounds, which is a turnover on downs. So the Bills will get the ball with 5.5 minutes left in the game to just run the clock. And I hope that they run the clock, as this game has been taking way the hell too long at this point. Doubleheader, Ravens, Steelers. That's next Sunday. Saints, Patriots, Titans, Colts, Chiefs, Vikings. That ought to be a legalized murder of the Vikings. Me stretching my legs here. Just a little bit. They brought in Kyle Allen to play at quarterback now. Is that Keenan's brother? So 2nd and 6. Handoff. And the Bills will get a first down on the run. That was Harris on the run. Which takes us under 4.5 minutes. That's the Bills' first down. Man in motion, handoff. And that's a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards, which will take us under the 3.5 minute mark. There's no point in sharing that anymore. So, with 3:20 left, one back in the backfield, handoff, and he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, which brings up 3rd down now. And we go to commercial for some reason. The Titans beat Cincinnati 27-3. Jags beat the Falcons 23-7. Denver actually did beat the Bears 31-28. Houston destroyed Pittsburgh 30-6. Baltimore destroyed Cleveland 28-3. Vikings actually got a win over Carolina. And the Colts. Rams game still going on. And the Bucks are about to beat whoever they're playing. And Washington and Philly are still tied 24. Yeah. That's just the ticker that's down below. And the Chargers-Raiders game has just started. And we have reached a 2-minute warning in our blowout of a game, 48-20. Bills lead. With 2 minutes left, I feel like calling it here, but I also kind of don't, too. On a matter of principle of just waiting till the clock hits 0. Let me see what's going on with the Cardinals game, if that's on yet. That's not on yet, not till 1:30 my time, so it's about 20 odd some minutes on channel 10, and that's currently Rams Colts right now. So the Bills will wind up in victory formation and take a knee on first down here. I was going to say, I don't know where the hell my logo went. And the Bills line up taking a knee one more time for third down. And they will have to take a knee one more time after that. And there's the final kneel down, and they can just run out the rest of the clock, and the game is over. The Bills defeat the Dolphins 48-20 at home in Buffalo. So on that note, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Bills Dolphins blowout. I was hoping for a competitive game all the way through, which did not happen. Happened through the first quarter and a half, but beyond that, it just became a Bills domination over the Dolphins. Until then, or until next time, rather, I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe, be well. Fuck Roger Goodell, because he clearly does not give a shit about fixing the piss poor referees in the NFL. I'll see you guys in the next one. D-Night out.